Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? What up? What up? What's going on? Gundy dropping in at yo. What up? Nitro Crypto, love the name, dude. That's awesome. Dropping at FA. It's like FA indeed. Yes, sir. What's going on, Sadie? Definitely as everybody's rolling on in. Don't forget to smash that lizardy like button. Break it. Break it good. Yeah. What's up, Fudweiser? Drop it in with the yo. That's right. That's right. Sadie, you're going to like my video that gets released tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. You will absolutely love it, Sadie. It's Urban Homesteading Edition, showing off my garden. Yo, you'll love it if you love. Since you say you love gardening, I actually got video of all my gardening, my chunkins, all that good stuff. So you'll be excited on it. It's a quick, like 26-minute video, vlog status. Yo, it's like it's like other channels had an ad. It's like FA all day. Yeah, that's right. That is right. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day. It's like, yo, FA gardening, you know it, dude. It's all about making sure that you also don't forget to DCA into your body. Your body is the most important thing above anything else. The older I get, the more I understand that statement. It's like looking forward to tomorrow's vid. What's up, Droid Guy? What's up? What's up? I mean, FA in the garden. Yo, truths. You know, it's like if we don't sit there, you can become a millionaire. But if your body's broken, what good is that? You know, you're going to spend it all on medical treatments? What a life. So start working on your body, guys. You know, make sure that you are eating locally produced, locally grown organic produce. Make sure that it is as nature intended. No GMOs, no seed oils, none of that toxic stuff. If it comes in a box, it's a product, not food. So I hope everybody will enjoy that. It will be released at 8 a.m. So new video coming out. Yo. So without any further ado, let's kind of jump right on into today's video stuff. Yo. Let's see here. Bam. Just like that. So we have Smol RTX now. Yeah. They actually went there. SMOL. Smol RTX. Single fans are back, guys. I didn't think we would ever see this format of GPU really moving forward, but the one that I like is the one from Colorful. I don't know about you, but I can make a gaming PC using that and have like a retro case, retro looking board. Oh my god, you can lose your mind. I mean, even doing in a Lego case, dude. Oh my god. Amazing. It's like my easy food, yes or no, it didn't exist in the 1800s. If no, it ain't food. I know, right? Nitro Crypto, awesome GPU. I know. It's so small and tiny. It's so cute. Look at it. It's so cute. It's got one giant fan. I mean, it just like brings you back to the 10 series GPUs, you know? It's like, oh, it's so cute. But I mean, out of all of them, they all kind of look plain except for the colorful one. I have to say, if I was going to grab one of these, this would be the card. I don't think you need the dual fan one if you're going to be on the 4070. So there's not a lot of power being utilized on there. If you got good enough cooling fin stack, this is perfect. Even for mining, this is a perfect card, even for mining. Why? Because you're only running one fan. So you're running just a little bit less power for fans, right? So you're only the one. A lot of these cards are also going to be cut down on RGB, so you don't have to worry about extra lights pulling power. Because, like, I'll tell you what, I've got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans, 2 water blocks, with one being an active cooling, and then my reservoir all have RGB in it, and with those all on, it's like 120 watts. Just saying, with all of that RGB on, about 120 watts, right off the top. So RGB does add up on a rig if you guys are mining. I mean, you could be utilizing an extra 100 watts worth of power that's not being accounted for. So a lot of times on my rigs, I like to, through software, if I can, turn them off or unplug them. Usually the plugs are pretty close to there, but a lot of these cut down cards like this, though, they typically don't come with RGB of any sort. If it is anything, it'll be like GeForce RTX will be lit. And again, I would be figuring out how I could pull that, unplug that so that would be off. Because where it's going, it don't need any RGB. I'm just saying. What up? Automatic Beats. He's like, the Nitro to 1033 gig is bigger than that. I know, right? It's like, we're talking about Frank Zappa. Oh, God. Those are the days. Like, Gundy, RGB on 10p cards could be your profit these days. Oh, my God. Ain't that the truth? If you got a 10 series card and you got the RGB on, that could be your 2 cents worth of profit getting pissed out the window for RGB. I'm just saying, unplug it if it's just mining. Your rigs don't have to look pretty. They're just there to make money, and that is it. Fudweiser, RGB equal hash, because I'm mining. I'm in the mining room, mesmerized. I know. I have them on some of mine in here. I will admit it. But the ones that I can, I turn them off. It's not worth. I mean, if you've got, let's say, 10 devices that have RGB, that's like over 100 watts. That's a full GPU's worth of power. Not making you money. Food for thought. I know, food for thought. It's the stupid little thing when you want to scale up and you're like, God, my electric bill is high. You unplug everything that you don't need off and you're like, wow, I just saved myself $100. I can now afford mining again. It's like, I'm RGB guilty too. What up, dude? What's up? What's up? I think we all are RGB guilty. I mean, I have my computer set to whenever there's audio coming out of my speakers, my RGB is on. But like right now, no RGB is on. So this is also how it is when I mine with it. No RGB on. It's to me, it's if I'm gonna be running it, that this just makes more sense. But yeah, there's a couple of GPUs that I still have the RGB on, just because, when people come over to my house and I show them the rigs and they're like, ooh, they have no idea what they're looking at. They're like pretty lights. Let's be real about it, right? Here's something that I think is kind of funny. I mean, NVIDIA is being so greedy, they're able to give away a bunch of GPUs. They're going to be giving away 460 GeForce 4060 Ti and 4060 graphics cards, because they've been scalping you hard enough. They've made so much money off of you that the people who couldn't afford them, you now can have a potential chance to win one. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'll probably try. But the odds of it, there's 460 of them that's going to be out in the wild. There's how many gamers in the world? There's a big pool. So don't sit there and think that you're going to be able to win this. I mean, I'm going to try, just like you guys are probably going to try too. I get it. But so, and there'll be a small little caveat to that also, that some of these cards are going to be given to content creators. So NVIDIA has split the prize pool and to also give away 100 RTX 4060 Ti's and 200 RTX 4060s to content creators. The 200 RTX 4060s are to be further given away to the community. So, what that just said to me, right? There are 460 cards they're giving away. Only 360 of them are going to be given away to the public. And out of that 360, only 160 of them are going to be in play from NVIDIA themselves, because 200 of them are coming from various content creators. Think about that. So you've got to follow 200 content creators plus following NVIDIA to be able to be part of this giveaway. Now, there will be other things that'll be, I believe, that'll be given away with it. Graphics card, monitors, and even a full. I mean, there's potentials of what they're giving away for the sweepstakes. There'll be two 4090 Founders Editions, two 4080 Founders Editions, one 4060 Ti Founders Edition, 164 4060 manufacturers vary, 3 custom GPU backplate style 4090 Founders Editions, 2 G-Sync displays, and 1 GeForce RTX Garage 4090 build. So that's how this is all going to break down. I wish everybody the best of luck. And remember that out of the 200 GPUs, they're going to content creators for the 4060s. So out of all of that, you're really not getting a whole lot of possibilities here. So just know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be trying this. I wish everybody luck. Like, how do we enter? Good question, Nitro Crypto. Follow NVIDIA's social channels for key prompt instructions. That's 1. 2, like, comment, tag, share, post across social medias that you find it on. Use the hashtag RTXON hashtags that is prompted across any post throughout summer. Be on the lookout for your favorite streamers to join in on the celebration. So that is how to enter. That is from NVIDIA themselves. So whatever social media that you'll follow them on, I'll be on Twitter with them. So I will check them out on Twitter. I already follow them on Twitter, so I've just got to like, comment, tag, share posts across social. Use the hashtag RTXON across any post until the announcement of all of this. This way, they might be taking every hashtag RTXON as a entry, potentially. They're not saying that. That's just a potential. But know that there's going to be a lot of people trying to do this too. So good luck on everybody that's going to try this. Fudweiser with the not amused face, huh? Not amused. Yeah, I mean, this is what they give back to the people for price gouging the hell out of them. Here, we're going to give you the potential of earning a very low, very low amount of cards. We're going to dangle the piece of fruit in front of your face. But moving on along, here's something cool. Samsung announces most advanced 12 nanometer class DDR5 DRAM has started mass production. Yo. So, including artificial intelligence applications with greater power efficiencies, will be optimized for next generation's computing. So, this will be the new DRAM. We'll be looking at speeds of 7.2 gigabytes per second, guys. Translating that into speeds that we can process at 30 gigabytes in UHD movies in about a second. Wow. That is huge speeds on there. Which means that they're going to have, I mean, I would be curious on knowing what cooling requirements this may require at this point. I don't think that they're going to be able to do this as a bare chip and have those speeds. If they're going to have no cooling solution on here, I couldn't imagine that they can get those speeds quite off the bat. I wonder if liquid cooling your RAM at that point would be beneficial in any way, shape, or form. I mean, we liquid cool our VRAM for our video cards. Why not the DRAM? I mean, they're out there for it, but this is just going to be the new, it's going to be more efficient. So as they make these chips more efficient, it will make it a lot more profitable for them to be producing these for the general public at a more reasonable rate. So we need the technology out. So when usually this technology comes out, it's very expensive. Mining wise, does it have huge benefits? Not that I know of as of right now. Unless proof of useful work comes out and it shows that RAM requirements make a difference, that'll be a different story. But until that happens, for me, it's hard to sit there and say, this will be beneficial. For like mining Monero, it could be beneficial if it allows you to overclock your CPU a little better. So if you're able to get a little bit of a higher core clock out of your CPU, you're going to get a little bit more Monero out of the deal. Because the relationship between RAM and CPU will be just like VRAM and the VGA core. So as long as we can keep those two, the frequencies in alignment with each other, you're going to get the maximum performance. But guys, I gotta go to work. Peace out, Fudweiser. Have fun at work. What up, Golden Wolf? We got the wolf in the house. What's up, my dude? What's up? So, it's like as they sit there and push the boundaries with DDR5, it will allow board manufacturers to also optimize for the utilization of all of this. But we've got to get to a point where this becomes more mainstream and the price of production goes down so that the DRAM kits aren't going to be exorbitant in pricing on there. Just saying. And PowerColor reacts to the Radeon RTX 7900 XT Red Devil hotspot issue. So if you guys have gotten the new Red Devil edition, guys, you will notice some flamage. Well, not flamage, but you'll notice hot spots on the core, throttling issues and stuff like that. Why? Because as you can see right here, we have bad contact. We have clear, clean, no paste on the die here on either the cooler or the chipset in several areas. This is what we like to call in the business a bad application. It's like, it's on fire. It's like, Ricky Bobby, you're not on fire. I'm on fire. So we definitely have a bad contact patch. This is coming from Igor's lab. They have confirmed this quality issue on PowerColor's part. So if you guys end up getting a Red Devil edition and they don't recall them all from the shelves so that they can do a better QA, plug it in. If you see any hot spots, know that you've got to pull this thing apart and rethermal paste it right off the bat. Unfortunately, it's kind of like a public service announcement, right? So just kind of be careful if you happen to grab one of these. Just like using ASUS and with the X3D chips, exploding chips because of ASUS and their power issues. This one is now a quality issue from PowerColor. So you're paying exorbitant prices for these products, and they're really giving you some garbage equipment coming back. And it seems to be that it doesn't matter what who the manufacturer is at this point. You're getting either very small bumps of performance for way too much money, or you're just getting low quality equipment for way too much money, or stuff that's just going to burn down your equipment. It's mind blowing that these computer manufacturers think that they can sit there and treat the market like everybody's Apple. It's like these are not Apple products where you can abuse your customers and they keep coming back for more. The only reason why they come back for more is because there's no other flipping option. It's like, don't mistake, the only solution is either AMD or NVIDIA, or AMD and Intel. We really don't have many options. So they could sit there and we'll just give them something. They'll pay for it. It's like 5% better. They'll pay $200 more for that. And it's just like you see the abuse, and then they start releasing out sub quality where it's got hot spots, and then when people investigate into it, they can see bad contact dye coverage. Typically, they have like a little die set, right? And they spread the thermal compound on there. This way, it spreads it evenly all the way and then smashes it down. This tells me that either the compound that they were using was not of the consistency that they needed it to be for proper application, and it smeared on there like crumbly peanut butter, or their machine was not spreading it properly, and they need to sit there and figure out how big of a batch did they blow out with the machinery not doing its job properly. Just saying. Tom Cruise, save me with your witchcraft. Too funny. Too funny, guys. And of course, we go into the crypto bloodbath of a market, guys. Yo. So Bitcoin struggling to hold on to that $27,000 Bitcoin. It looks like what was that one guy, Venture Capital? Looks like he might have been a little bit on the more right side. I was hoping that there would be a little bit more of a rally before we turn to the downside, but it looks like the macros were more pointing towards the immediate on the short-term drop on this. Versus, thinking that it would play out a little bit longer time frame. But usually when you see dropouts like this, you usually have a pretty decent V-shaped recovery. So we're just kind of waiting for that at this point. It'll either V-shape or it's going to flatline out. It'll bounce off and flatline. But the rest of the market is pretty much taking a bit of a bloodbath also, guys. Any of these coins that are in profit, that have been in profit for the last week, are slowly etching away day by day on that. It's like boring market. Hey, that's true. True crypto paper route, 100% true. It's so boring whenever the market's going down. It just means we have a coupon to go buy more. Coupons are so boring. I know. What's going on, Crypto Paper Route? What's up, my dude? So I mean, pretty much a lot of things are giving you that 24-hour, pretty much a coupon. 24-hour coupon on the short term. Pepe coin starting to lose its dominance as it's wiping out any kind of semblance of profitability of any sort. It has been slowly swapping between the 62 and 63rd place. It is fighting Neo right now at $9.50. But yeah, Pepe coin will eventually slip off the front page here. It'll happen. Just buy the top and sell at the bottom here. I know, right? I mean, Jim Cramer would tell you to do that from MSNBC. Right? I mean, Jim Cramer is sitting there saying that the market's great. It's like automatic beats. Pepe is greater than all. No, man. It's all about the Doge, dude. It's all about the Doge. Yep. But yeah, I mean, with the market going down and everything like that, of course, right? Of course, mining market is doing absolutely horrible too, guys. A 4090 is getting 35 cents in profit off of Alfimium. 3090 is getting 20 cents. 3090 Ti is getting 20 cents on Conceal. 4070 Ti is breaking the bank at 18 cents on Nexa. 4080s 17 cents on Nexa. Damn. 4080s being outclassed by a 4070 Ti. Dun dun dun. The 6900 XT, giggity, on Conceal is doing 12 cents. I mean, there's really not a whole lot doing amazing. The NVIDIA 3090 on Conceal is making 8 cents a day, guys. It's like, if you're doing that at scale, making 8 cents a day, it's like, yeah, you're making money, but you ain't paying the bills, though. You're going to pay the electric with it, but you're not paying any other bill with this, guys. The profitability to do this on a big, grand scale, slowly diminishing in this market right now. A 3070 is making 5 cents a day. Let's see here. A 6600 is making 2 cents. A 3080 Ti is making 2 cents a day. Pepe is greater than USD. Yep, it's like I'm still wanting more 3070s. I know those 3070s are not a bad card. This is how I would look at it. Between a 3060 Ti and a 3070, whichever one's on sale, they're practically the same card. That's just my opinion on it. I would be if I was looking at 3070s, the 3060 Ti would also be on my radar as a card that can easily substitute for a 3070. In my opinion. Let's see here. Going down that list a little bit more. Where's break even? A 5500 XT. A 3080 is breaking even. Ouch. At 11 cents. Oh, this card just turned into not being profitable. I just refreshed my screen here. Let's see here. Let's see. Where did that 3080 go? Oh, wow. That 3080 is now losing you 3 cents a day if you're at 11 cents a kilowatt hour. If you have a 3080, if you're on Nexa with it, you're losing 5 cents a day. If you're on Ergo Radiant, you're losing 3 cents a day. Radiant by itself, you're losing 5 cents a day. So Ergo is helping out, but barely, dude. Oh my God. We are back into the mining bear market, fellas. Mining bear market. So that is kind of depressing that, you know, just last generation cards are no longer profitable in today's market. And Bitcoin didn't move that much, fellas. Bitcoin's only moved $3,000. $3,000 worth of movement. And last generation cards are barely profitable to not profitable anymore. That is horrible. I mean, you can tell, that's when you can tell we're back into a mining bear market, guys. I've got a bunch of my stuff off right as of right now, just because I'm not sitting on this newer hardware. You know, where the 4090 on Nexa is making 34 cents a day. A 4070 is making 10 cents a day. For the amount of money that you would have spent for that 4070 to make 10 cents a day, that hurts to be deploying the capital it requires to do that. Really does. It's horrible. Unfortunately, this is the market that we are in, fellas. It will turn around. It's just a matter of how long is that going to take that we just slip back into a crypto winter. Because if we slip back into a crypto winter, that's fine. I just wish the market would make up its damn mind. Get it done and over with, right? Haven Protocol. Crypto Night Haven. Not familiar with that. But you could be making 7 cents a day with it. I don't know where you get rid of it or anything like that. That is, wow. I'm printing some GPU hangers for a metal shelf. Hoping to lower the heat. Haven't turned on the AC yet. I feel you on that one. You don't ever want to turn on your AC for your mining rigs. Anything that would resemble profits would be absolutely gone. So if you don't have the availability to mining in a room that you don't touch that has a couple of windows, if you don't have that as an option, that is fine. What you're going to want to do is put it into like a tent area and see if you can get fresh air to hot air, you know, where you're dumping hot air somewhere else outside of the room. Let the fresh air come in, let it exhaust into a room that you can fan it out or something like that. Hard to sit there and say, I've got a dedicated room with 3 windows on it, and I can have 2 windows as exhaust and 1 window as intake, and I have plenty of airflow. Like, I have not been paying attention to how much the 4070s. How much are the 4070s? I am not even sure myself at this point. They have dropped their prices on things. Let's see here. $600 basically. Yeah, you're looking at $600 for a 70 class GPU that should be like $350. That's just my opinion. It's like, how much do you want for your $350 GPU? Yeah, last you looked, the 4070 was $599. Yep. As a 3070 is $499. All right, let's see here. I see them for $399. A 3070 non TI is $399. And that's from Amazon, the Asus Dual. Bam. My mining room is an 8x8 with one big window and a whole house fan exhaust. Out ceiling, a 24-inch deck. Nice. Basically, two 3070s for one 4070. Not really, because it's a $200 price difference. So it's like one and a quarter, 1.25 per one. So basically, what you're getting is you can spend less and get more hash rate, or you can spend a little bit more and have power efficiency. That's all the trade-off is. 100% Nitro, 100%, and that's something that I've been telling everybody for a hot minute, that the 70 class, the 4070 has less compute units than the 3070 and has a lower memory speed. So absolutely, mining head to head, the only thing that you get off of it is a little bit of power efficiency off of it. That's it. To me, for the $100, $200 more is not worth it. Have you been grabbing them used? Because that would be the way to go. If you can get them used for $300, $325, I would be doing that all day long. If I was back into the market of buying GPUs, 100%. 100%. As the why, and it's another reason why you won't really see too many Intel rigs either. It's just not worth it. Yeah, exactly. Getting them used is the way to go. To me, I don't see any reason to pay for the new GPUs at this point. Get these bad boys used. As the market drops, you're going to get more coupons to buy more used equipment. So if you guys are in a financial position of where you're able to do that, that is a decision you have to make for yourself. I'm not buying any more GPUs right this second because, I got to worry about a company to try to get it going, So, and then one last thing here. Check this out. Marathon Digital announces an immersion crypto mining operation in Abu Dhabi. I just love saying that name, Abu Dhabi. So the mining firm expects to see 2 facilities to be online by 2024. So by next year, the combined hash rate will be about 7 exahash. So you will see that hash rate turn on, people. That will be a noticeable increase in hash rate. So the crypto mining firm Marathon Digital Holdings has announced it's partnered with digital assets infrastructure company Zero2 to create the large-scale immersion Bitcoin mining facility in Abu Dhabi. Marathon Digital said that its joint venture will be based in Mina, Zayed, and a Masdar city in the United Arab Emirates, comprising 2 mining states with a combined 250 megawatt capacity, according to the firm. The Marathon and Zero2 plan to power the facilities with excess energy from Abu Dhabi's grid, claiming it would increase its base load and sustainability. It'll basically make the power company very, very, very wealthy by selling power that would have normally have never been created. I love it. Love it. Crypto mining in the desert climate of Abu Dhabi, where the average annual temperature is about 82 degrees Fahrenheit And for anybody outside the United States, that's 28 degrees Celsius. Was often infeasible, according to Marathon Digital. The firm said that it helped develop a custom-built immersion solution to cool the mining rigs as a proposed facilities suggested a liquid cooling solution. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, if their power rate is right, there's a will, there is a way. And you can sit there and do far more heat transfer by going from the immersion fluid to liquid. So they go through basically a water exchanger. It's a big copper block. I'm betting you this is how they're doing it. They're sitting there and exchanging the water temperature to big radiators outside of the building with big industrial fans on there, moving tons and tons of airflow through those radiators, but it's only water going through there. So it's an oil to water cooling system is what I'm going to bet. It's going to be a variation of it. That has been what I've been seeing at scale being done through a lot of different industries out there. They all seem to be doing the immersion fluid to water contact just because it's got the best thermal transfer possible. It's through the copper to water interface. Amazing. I love it. So being that they're going to be putting this out into the desert, I would be curious to see which miners they're actually going with. Are they going with the What's miners or are they going with Bitmain? Because it makes a difference on the heat tolerances between the two manufacturers. Bitmain's heat tolerances are a lot lower than the What's miners. So I'd be curious to see which one they are actually going with. I didn't see them actually talking about it anywhere through this article. And no, they did not say which mining rigs they were going after. Now, being that it's in the desert, I would bet to say that it's going to be the What's miners. Because the Cannon miners are not as efficient, and Bitmain's their chips don't like to see above like 97 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't think that we're going to be seeing the Bitmains out in the middle of the desert. Unless they've got enough radiator to really just pull the heat out of that immersion fluid, good enough to be able to run the Bitmain equipment in there. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, they just use bigger radiators. I mean, it's one of those things of at some point you just start putting more and more and more radiators through it. But your radiators can't be restrictive because you got to have that water flow because moving water also cools down. So as long as they've got that moving water going through multiple radiators that are non-restrictive but will wick out the heat fast enough, I could see something like this working very well in the middle of any desert. What up, network, bitch? Let's go proof of circle jerk. Oh, too funny, network bits. Oh, too funny. Too funny. So, the last but not least before I head up out of here, guys. If you guys have not been paying any attention to any of this stuff here, is this the one? No, that is not the one. Is this it? Okay, here we go. I had it pulled up off to the side here, but bam. I'll do it like that. So, from Ledger. Hi, your private keys never left the Secure Element chip, which has never been hacked. The Secure Element is a third-party certified and is the same technology as used in passports and credit cards. A firmware update cannot extract the private keys from a Secure Element. Ledger support. Technically speaking, it is and always has been possible to write firmware that facilitates key extractions. You have always trusted Ledger not to deploy such firmware, whether you knew it or not. This is directly from Ledger support, people. I'm sorry, but like I feel slightly vindicated by saying that I don't trust Ledger because I can't extract my private key off of that. I can't if Ledger shut their services down tomorrow, and that and that whole Ledger software no longer was available. How are you getting your Bitcoin back? Basically, whether you knew it or not, they can take it from you. This is third-party hardware that you have to trust. And I have been saying it forever and a day since I got my first Ledger. I have them. Trust me, I have them. Is that I don't trust them to be any more secure than the wallet I have in my back pocket. In other words, somebody can bump into me and that wallet is gone. I'd never feel that sucker leave my pocket. Most pickpocketers are that good. In the digital world, you don't even have to bump into them. It's just that easy. So when it comes down to Ledger, Nano, the ledgers, the treasures, the vault. If you're trusting a third party, you're trusting them also not to steal from you. Every last one of them has this ability. You're using their software that they control. So at that point, I have been telling people for the longest time, you should first figure out how to use the Core Qt wallet that's from the devs themselves. If they don't have a Core Qt wallet, don't invest into that project. It's bad enough I've got to, if you're going to trust somebody, you're going to be trusting the dev team. Why would you trust a company that's holding on to many different coins and they can sit there with a keystroke and do it and take everything from you? Which also means that if Ledger can push a firmware update and do that, that means if somebody figured out how to push out what looked like to be a legit update, they can spoof Ledger and then steal a lot of people's crypto through firmware updates. So I tell people all the time, be careful with that stuff. Don't trust, verify. And where my verification is I tell people to not be sitting there and trusting somebody to hold on to your money. That is no different than being at the banks, guys. If you're saying that you trust the banks, then you're going to be the same person that trusts this. Where Ledger tells you that they can't do that, and then Ledger support says they can, whether you knew it or not. You have always trusted Ledger not to deploy this. That just makes me not trust them. Because in one hand, in 2022, they said one thing last year, and then this year, they say another thing. It's amazing. Professor, is a lot of people talking about flux garbage here? No, I'm staying away from poo coins. I'm a poo coin minimalist. I talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin related things. We talk about hardware, and right now we're talking about Ledger. Obviously being able to screw people over at a whim, which makes them unsecure from hackers. No flux garbage here. Sorry to disappoint you. Enjoy. Poo! Poop! Keep it PG-13. I try to. YouTube does not like gory video games, gory movies, or explicit language. Dun dun dun. Basically, they hate free speech.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh, yeah. So, does anybody have any other comments or questions for me before I get out of here? Or cannabis plants? Oh. You have said it.
Smoke weed every day.
Or Harry Potter games. Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, yeah. Or anything American. You know it. You know it. Can you FUD SE Prime real quick? I don't know anything about it. That's it. Because I don't know anything about it. It's garbage. You shouldn't be buying it. How's that, man? Gotcha. Just sat through their garbage town hall, and they want to go into compute. Also, change L1 chains after they find their devs. Fired all their devs. Oh, wow. Holy cow. Proof of centralization? What? How are the Chunkins doing? They are doing amazing. Thanks for asking. I'll have a video of them in the morning that'll be showing them off and how big they're doing, how big they are, and all that good stuff. So they are doing amazing, Golden Wolf. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. But network, that is crazy. Fired their devs, and then they're going to be changing consensus. Wow, that's crazy. Proof of poop coin. Proof of poop coin. Centralization equals scam. That's how I look at it. I mean, it might be an unpopular thought, right? But if they can sit there and change a consensus on there, change how things are operating, that's no different than the government printing money. Pop. Proof of poop. Proof of poop. Yeah, it's interesting whenever you see poop coins sitting there and doing that garbage. And typically it comes with a big backlash, and the coin usually dies off shortly afterwards because, yeah, I've been around since 2018, and I've seen several coins where they get rid of their devs for new devs, and the project basically died. So that might be the same thing of what you are witnessing now. Time will tell. Either that, they'll be like Ethereum. They'll still stay around, and then they'll have all these weird little issues, and everybody's like, oh, nothing's fine. Everything's fine. It's supposed to hiccup and not have consensus. Not once, but twice. Failed to validate. It's normal. So does anybody else have any other comments or questions before I head up out of here, fellas? Anything at all, guys? Otherwise, definitely smash that Lizzy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. And if you don't have any other comments or questions, certainly drop some FAs in the Chizity chat, guys, because you guys are rated F for freaking awesome. Yo! Thank you, Sadie. And you're going to love the video in the morning. I'm just saying, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Oh, we got Network Bits spamming that FA. Thank you, my dude. You all rock, guys, as usual. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Before you sign off out of my video, certainly click on one of the recommended YouTube links that YouTube suggests to you. It actually helps me with the YouTube algorithm with the click-through rate. So if you guys can help, for those who have been participating, you have been helping me change the YouTube algorithm with me. Yo, that is awesome. Thank you so much. It's like release video at 6 a.m. so I can see before work. I have it being released at 8. It was already done. I'm sorry. Swiped for the Aligo, engaged. So if you guys want to see what I've got going with the Urban Homestead Edition, check it out, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, guys, Central Standard Time. And with that being said, if you want to check out some links, I got some Discord links. Join free down below. Get in there where all the cool kids are. We got a lot of fun, a lot of knowledge up in there. If you would like to have your rigs hosted at the Family Mine, certainly join the Patreon. Links down below. Get into the pseudo hasher tier, guys, where you know you want to be. And with that being said, peace out, stay savage, and may your watts be low and your hash be high. I'll see you on the next one.